Welcome, everyone. If we can just give one more minute for everyone to start and to join, it looks like we've got a number of people already in the waiting room, ready to hear from Vikram. So we'll just give this another minute. I can see the participant numbers flying up through Zoom. So we'll give it one more minute for everybody to join and join the conversation. So give us one more minute and we'll get started. Wow, it's already flying a number of people joining around the world. This is fantastic. It's great to see this. Vikram, you are going to have an audience.
Amazing. I'm excited about this.
All right, all right. We're just going to give one more minute because we're going to start pretty much right on time. All right, it's continuing to go up. Okay, it's kind of like waiting and watching your popcorn pop in a microwave. You got to wait till those pops stop coming after a few seconds, and we're still seeing people join. So there's that popcorn popping already. So let's give it one more minute. Wow, all right. Okay. Well, let's get started. I'm very excited. My name is Scott Rockfeld. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Pictory AI. It's my honor to host a conversation with Vikram Chalana. Vikram is the co-founder and CEO of Pictory. Vikram has built and exited a successful enterprise software company, Shuttle. He holds multiple patents and has spent his entire career turning complex technology into practical tools for real businesses. He's an IIT graduate, a pioneer in applied AI, and a leader who believes great software should empower teams of all sizes. At Pictory, he leads the company with a clear mission to democratize video creation. Under his leadership, millions and millions of videos have been created using AI, helping trainers, marketers, educators, and entrepreneurs turn ideas into high impact stories without large budgets or production teams. Today, you'll hear his perspective on the future of AI video, how it will reshape business communications, and what leaders like you need to do now to stay ahead. Welcome, Vikram.
Hey, Scott, thank you. And thanks everyone for joining. It's a real pleasure to be here.
So here's what we're going to do. I've already got a number of questions that people have submitted, but what we want you to do is in the Q&A, if you have any questions for Vikram, we want to make sure we get to your questions. Go ahead to the Q&A and enter in your questions right there. So the Q&A should be at the very bottom. Okay. But before we get started, what we want to do is a very quick survey to understand where everybody's coming in. So Vikram knows kind of what your familiarity with AI video. So real quickly, I'm just going to do a poll and quiz right here. If you can see here, let's go ahead and launch this poll. All right, relaunch poll. Here we go. Okay, go ahead. We're asking you if you are a Pictorian. So if you have an active subscription or if you're new to Pictory, it's completely okay. Wow, you guys are coming in. And I will share this with everyone here. Looks like we have a lot of people who want to hear from you who are using Pictory or potentially even on a free trial. That's great. Just to let you know, we are talking about all of AI video, maybe not specifically Pictory.ai, but we really kind of want to just understand where you are in familiarity. So you do have an idea of what AI video is about. Okay. So it looks about 60-40 people of using Pictory versus people are not. No worries. That's great. So th thank you for letting us know. I'm going to go ahead and end this poll real quick. So end this poll and close this up. So go ahead and ask any questions that you have. Again, you can ask anything from where you think the future of AI video has come from, where it's going, anything about Pictory. You can ask anything about competition. You can ask anything about what's going on with the LLM models and where Vikram sees the future. Okay, go ahead and put those up in the questions. With that, we do have some questions that were sent in earlier, Vikram. So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and get you started.
Yeah, please.
Okay. You've built teams from the ground up more than once. What do you believe great SaaS leadership looks like in the AI first world? So this is a little bit beyond kind of AI video, but the AI first world, what does SaaS leadership look like?
Yeah, I think it's very different now. My history has not much relevance here because the world has changed so much. And I don't think the more relevant thing now in terms of building a SaaS company is data and experimentation. And as you know, we have this set of values that we've set up for Pictory, the credo, and and I think that's really important now more than ever. So credo stands for curiosity, respect, expeditiousness, data, and openness. So curiosity about what's going on in the market, what the LLMs are producing, what kind of questions we can ask, respect for the team. Like one of the things I'm realizing now is a lot of people are now able to build with AI without having an AI background. You can build an AI company but not have an AI background, and and I have a lot of respect for that. I have a lot of respect for talent around that. Respect for customers who use your product. Respect for technology. Um, and expeditiousness is just the nature of the game now. Everything is moving so fast. Models are evolving so fast. And then data. It's all about data now. Launch and see how things work, and then iterate very quickly. And then build in the open. Build in public. Openness. So I think that credo is the key thing here.
No, I think that's a great one. We should probably share in afterwards. We'll send a link to the Credo. I think for all of you entrepreneurs out there and leaders of your businesses, actually looking at that Credo is such a good foundation for the AI industry. So, okay, so let's go ahead. I've got, wow, questions are coming in. So I'm going to try to balance out the questions that came early with the questions that are coming in right now. Where do you see AI video today on the maturity curve? Early experimentation, mainstream adoption, or just the beginning?
Mm. Really good question. Um, Jeffrey Moore from there's a famous book from the 90s called The Crossing the Chasm, and he talks about these stages of adoption, where the first stage is usually innovators, the second stage is early adopters, then you have the early majority, late majority, and the laggards. And I feel AI video is kind of between innovators and early adopters still. I don't think it has taken into the early majority phase. The generative AI pieces, the example that you've probably seen on X and so many platforms, like here's like a video that was generated. While it seems like very easy, just put a prompt in there. There's a lot of fiddling and a lot of iterations on those prompts, and I've tried many of those things myself, and you just have to iterate and iterate and iterate. So while it seems simple, it's not simple. So I feel like that's even early. Only the innovators are creating those videos yet. So I feel like this whole AI video space is in the innovators and the early adopters phase.
Got it. Got it. Okay. By the way, with a lot of the questions coming in, a lot of the questions are actually pushing us to where we're going with Pictory. So I may jump back and forth between industry specific and Pictory specific. I hope you don't mind that. Also, I didn't mention at the end of our conversation, we'll probably stick to kind of 45 minutes in our conversation. I will talk to you about how for customers that are, or for subscribers that are already using Pictory, how we'll kind of credit your account for 100 extra AI credits, which is awesome. You can use to create avatars and generative AI images and videos, and even turn those images into videos, which is awesome. So we'll make sure you understand how to get those credits. And for those of you who aren't subscribers today, we're running a very special promotion, doubling your AI credits that you could get on any of on the annual pro plan. So I'll tell you how to get those right after our conversation. So I'm going to do one more kind of generic, and then we'll jump into some of the Pictory questions real quick. What do you see kind of the next breakthroughs in AI video of the next 3 to 5 years? Do you think we'll, maybe surprise people, or maybe not? They're just expecting it, but it's like people are egging for it right now.
Yeah, 3 to 5 years is a long time in this space, as you know.
Yeah.
Like if you had asked me 5 years ago when we started Pictory, like what would we see now? I could not have predicted anything that we're seeing now. So things are moving really fast. So I can only go out a couple of years, I feel. And some of the surprising things we'll see is these generative videos, as I was talking about prompts being fiddly and the first shot being a little rough. um, we'll start seeing that getting to be much quicker, much better. We'll see everything like the generative world becoming cheaper, faster, better. All of those things. And what faster will enable is very quick experimentation. So you can very quickly generate multiple iterations and so on. But if the first shot is always very good, then you won't need the iterations. Then what we can imagine seeing is like very personalized videos at the consumption time itself. Like so, as you ask a question, today ChatGPT might respond with a textual answer, but I can imagine in the future it coming up with a video answer right away. If this thing and then one other surprise thing that I'm already seeing happening, and perhaps all of you may not be aware here, is code generated videos. So LLMs have become really good at generating code. So you can ask it, hey, show me an animation of how you might multiply matrices. And it'll create a really nice video explaining matrix multiplication with very, very specific scenes and everything. And that code can then run in a browser, and it's fast, real time, and then that can eventually be turned into a video. So this code generated video is one thing that will be a little bit of a surprise, and it's something that I'm really excited about. We're doing a lot of experiments around that as already.
Awesome. Well, now that you brought up that we're doing some experiments, Pictory has released recently. We've seen, avatars, Gen AI, all these kind of Pictory Central, which allows you to host interactive videos with quizzes. Some people are going right at it. What features will Pictory be adding in the near future that you can kind of tease for us?
Some of the things I can tell you already, uh, personal avatars. They're right down the corner here. So you will be able to clone yourself, your voice, your own face, and create your personalized avatars. That's coming right away in the next 2 or 3 months or sooner. Um, in Pictory, we're also working on mobile experience. We have a lot of people wanting to create videos on the go, so offering that mobile experience. Um, and then some of these other things that I'm talking about, this code generated videos, explainer videos, um, animate what's so we have a PowerPoint to video functionality that'll turn PowerPoints to video, but the ability to animate what's in the PowerPoint slide as opposed to it being static, that is something we're working on right now. We're working on taking other forms of data like PDF and Word documents and stuff and converting those to videos. So there's a slew of innovations that we have lined up that are coming in the next few months.
There was a question about how is Pictory better than the rest of the tools available, and I'll let you answer this, but I did want to reemphasize something that Vikram was saying. You know, Pictory is all about repurposing your existing content, whether it's your existing documents or PowerPoint presentations, so you don't have to recreate what you want to envision in a video, whether it's a URL or blog or anything like that. He mentioned a feature which I just thought was magical when I saw it, and that is that PowerPoint to video and animating what's on your PowerPoint. So imagine you have that PowerPoint slide and it has a picture on it that's static. Pictory will automatically animate that to bring it to life. I was like, whoa, when I saw that, that just blew me away. So I'm excited personally, who uses a lot of PowerPoint to video scenarios. I love that. So somebody, how is Pictory better than the rest of the tools out there we got? I'll give it as a softball for you, and then we'll move on to more about the industry.
Yeah, I think uh, the main thing is, as you mentioned, Scott, is about repurposing content. That was our insight from day one. Is people are afraid of this blank slate when they come into most video tools. They don't know where to start. We have a lot of starting points, but basically the starting point is your own content. So whether it's your PowerPoint, your blog, your existing document or video, and then we also have, of course, you can start with an idea and a prompt. So instead of going generative video first or avatar first or video editing first, we've made a suite, a platform that has a bunch of different technologies available in one place. And that's one of the key differentiations of Pictory. You have avatars here, you have PowerPoint to video here, you have AI-based video editing here, you have converting your blog to video here, all in one very easy to use platform. And that's something we're very proud of. We spend a lot of time making sure that we take time to remove all points of frictions along the way. And then end-to-end workflows like create the video, post it, automatically add quizzes and call to actions, and then embed that into your LMS or I mean that kind of an end-to-end workflow. No other tools support that with the variety of video types that we offer.
Awesome. Mike, there's a lot of people asking about the creating your own avatars, and I just want to say they asked on a specific date. I never want to give a specific date, but it's within the next couple months, if not sooner. So it is right around the corner for that. So we're very excited about that. One thing we were getting questions on kind of what does enterprise readiness look like for AI video tools? How is it different than maybe even a smaller business? And I understand obviously we're launching single sign-on and a lot of other things for businesses, creating teams and things like that. So can you talk about kind of what enterprise readiness looks like for AI video?
Yeah, so obviously the big thing is, the ability for teams to collaborate, and there'll be reviewers and approvers usually in an enterprise or in any team to make sure that hey, the video quality is good, it matches your brand and all that stuff. So that's one key component of enterprise readiness. Some of the other things in enterprise readiness are things like single sign-on. In larger companies, people often want to use the common sign-on to sign on to all applications. So we are coming up with single sign-on with our tool now. Um, and then there might be other things that people really care about in larger companies. It's AI security and it's cloud security. Where are we hosting everything? What's our data retention policy and all that stuff. So we've created this trust center. We are also, by the way, SOC 2 compliant, and we're doing a recertification right now. So those are really important. uh, Generally, they're important in the enterprise world, but they're becoming important for every company who's trying to use videos. For us, one of the things in this AI safety, because we're talking about AI videos. One of the things that's really important for us in terms is I don't want this tool to be used to create deep fakes, for example. So we're going to have controls when you create these avatars, custom avatars. We're going to have controls that you can only do it for your own face, for your own voice. You can't import a third party actor and duplicate there and create a avatar there. So that is really important to us, and we're trying to make sure that we safeguard AI videos around that.
Got it. Got it. Okay, I'm going to switch gears on you a little bit, and we'll come back to this, Ken, because we do have a lot of questions. But I wanted this is going to be a little bit of a different question here. We got if you were starting Pictory today from scratch, what would you do differently?
Very, very different. Now it's very different. It's been 6 years since we started Pictory. Now AI tools have exploded, and a lot of our team now uses AI coding already. So obviously, if it started from scratch again, we would mandate everybody uses AI coding, and we would be so the speed would become much faster. Everybody would be using AI tools to build our product. We would the I would still some of the design principles that we have, that we don't want to be a model company. We want to we want to adapt the best of breed models from all aspects, like from video models to speech models to image models. I think that piece will remain the same. However, how we build and how we go to market will be different now, because just everything is different now in terms of speed of delivering and speed of going to market.
Well, it is also interesting. I mean, we watch obviously the competition out there with some of the big players. We also see people show up over a weekend, and usually they disappear as fast as they show up, which kind of shows Pictory's longevity in this market, kind of before the world of ChatGPT. But it is interesting that it's a lot of like I'm going to copy exactly what this somebody did in the marketplace and recreate it with AI. So it is interesting. Now, uh, getting customers and keeping them satisfied is a very different ball game, and still uh, resides on making sure that you deliver a quality product over time with the support that you need. So
Yes.
hopefully, Pictory will remain in that. So what do you see? What are the biggest mistakes companies make today when adopting AI video?
Um, I think you have to create many kinds of videos. You have to. So there's two mistakes I can think of that I see people making. One is they think of videos as projects. Like I've created a video or a set of videos that I needed to do, and I'm done, and I'm ready to move forward. But you almost have to start thinking of videos as an ongoing operational thing. Um, and think about this, like, you know, if you're going to create a YouTube channel for your business, you have to constantly create videos for your YouTube channel. If you're going to start using videos on social media, you should start with using videos all the time. So that creating videos into a habit is one of the things I would recommend, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of people kind of do once and then they're done with it, and they don't get a chance to improve and get better, and they let the videos get better over time and so on. um, and then and then there's different kinds of videos, so you have to experiment with different kinds of videos. There could be videos that you might make from your PowerPoint, like the recording of the PowerPoint, or using Pictory to convert your PowerPoints to videos. There might be videos that you create using stock assets. There might be videos that you create using generative image or generative video assets. There might be avatar videos. So there might be so many types of videos, and you have to experiment with different kinds to see which one resonates. And I feel like people get stuck into one kind and they're only producing that one kind of video. And that would be that's one other mistake that I see people making.
Okay, got it. I'm going to switch gears again, and I'm going to do rapid fire. And a lot of these rapid fire questions are some usability questions in Pictory. So I apologize. I'm going to shift your brain a little bit, and because we do want to answer questions that customers have. Um, the first one, is it possible to have a scene in a video be clickable? And now we have Pictory Central, so you may want to answer that from Steve.
Yes, with Pictory Central, you can create call to actions and even quizzes on a given scene. And yes, so that you can make it clickable.
All right. Let's see. Uh, we answered this one from Mike. Do you see Pictory being able to allow users to upload their own picture and voice samples and turn them into avatars? So we talked about that.
Yes, that's coming soon.
Okay. Have you thought about creating a WordPress plugin that you can link to your API and allow specific WordPress users to make videos right inside of WordPress?
We have definitely considered this with in terms of integrations. We have a very robust API and that can automate a lot of the video creation. So yes, it can be done. We haven't done it yet. There's a lot of things, as you can imagine, on our roadmap, but it can be done, and anybody can do it based on the API.
And by the way, we do have two other plugins, one for Chrome that converts any web page URL to a video, as well as a PowerPoint plugin for those L&D professionals and trainers. So that exists. Can you upload your own voiceover to Pictory videos?
Yes, yes, absolutely. That's been a core feature of Pictory since the very beginning. You can also, there's now an audio to video specific journey. You can just upload that voice and then go through that journey to convert that to a video.
Okay. Um, this is a hard one, and this is we have to do a little mea culpa to our audience. Somebody, Victor, has been with us for 5 years, but he says sometimes we're trailing the market when we introduce things like avatars and stuff like that. What's why? That's kind of his questions. Why are we letting the market play out and then coming through with those features, and what are we going to be doing differently in the future?
Yeah, actually, if you go back 2 years to see where avatars were 2 years ago, I think they were still in a very uncanny valley domain. So they were not very realistic. So part of the reason why we've kind of even the generative videos, right? You go back 2 years, you have this famous video of Will Smith eating spaghetti that looks so distorted. Um, and uh, and so what we've done is we've kind of waited for these features to mature in the market to become higher quality. And again, as I
Lost sound. Did anybody else lose sound? Is it just me?
okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Jimmy, you run it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Folks are
I'm back.
saying you can
Sorry
hear me.
about that. This
Yeah.
may have been me.
Okay. So I was talking about we were waiting for these technologies to mature a little bit and become higher quality, and the avatars become more realistic, generative videos become more real, more valuable, and that's why we integrated it now. However, there was another issue that we were kind of making some changes to our overall platform that allowed us now to integrate new technologies really easily. As you all know, we're not the model provider ourselves. We're not, as I mentioned before, we're not a model company. We haven't specialized in avatar models or generative video models. We take the best of breed in the market and we integrate it with Pictory. So we made some big architectural changes last year to allow us to do integrations much quicker. And that's why we've been able to bring it all these things now, both from like the quality has matured and also our platform has matured.
Right. We got a question from Felicia. Are we going to be doing some demos here? We are not planning to do some demos. We really want to hear from Vikram on the AI video market as well as the future. But we have a number of webinars we do every week, Tuesday at 8 a.m. Pacific Coast time. We do a webinar that you can watch, and you can even watch those on demand. So Felicia, we'll make sure we reach out to you, and actually you can come to our website and get those videos too. So we'll make sure you get those can get those demo videos that you want. Um, Let's see here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to jump back into actually, what is your integration strategy around solutions like Gamma?
Yeah, this is coming up more and more, uh, and we're actually investigating that right now as we speak. So we're looking at integrating with Gamma and allowing people to generate those presentations right inside Pictory and then convert those presentations to videos. But even today, what you can do is you can export the presentation from Gamma as a PowerPoint, and you can import it into Pictory and create a video. So it's manual, but the step is there, and we're looking at direct integrations.
Along the same lines, you've had a partnership with 11 Labs for a very long time. What is the current integration and partnership with them, and what's the future look like?
Yeah,
Especially like
so
loading your own video, your own voices, etc.
Yeah, so this voice cloning that we're coming up with, where you can upload samples of your voice and it'll create that's coming through 11 Labs integration. We're also upgrading. They have a new version of the API. We're upgrading to that new version of the API, and we're staying up to speed with whatever they are introducing. So we can bring those features into Pictory as soon as possible. By the way, if you already have cloned a voice inside 11 Labs, or if you have a favorite voice inside 11 Labs that you really like, we can add that to your Pictory account. You just have to send us the voice ID and the voice URL, and send it to us at in our support email, and they can get that added to your own personal Pictory account.
And that's a little bit of a plug for our unbelievably award-winning, amazing support team. If you ever need help within Pictory, there is a chat bot down at the bottom, and it will answer probably, yeah, if we look at the data, it answers about 95% of the questions. But if you ever need to talk to somebody, go ahead and create a ticket. We get back to you within 24 hours, and they're truly amazing. Just make sure you check your spam folder if that email goes into your spam. But they're just unbelievable. So that's a good one. Okay, we're going to shift back over to a little bit on the marketplace and what's going on with the future. As AI video gets more adopted and even commoditized, what do you think? Do you think AI videos will replace or complement Hollywood blockbusters?
I feel like, so personally, and I have experimented with a lot of the AI videos, and what I feel is the human creativity is so important, even in the AI video creation, because how the scenes get laid out, how the characters are, what they say. I mean, there's a lot of human creativity involved in movie making process, and I I don't know much about the Hollywood industry. We're talking mostly about business videos, but their processes will get more efficient. Their post production editing and some of the scene settings and stuff will get more efficient, and motion graphics and stuff. Um, but I don't know that AI videos will ever replace the level of human creativity that we see in movies or even in businesses today. It's just, yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
Okay. And there are probably some people who bet on it to make it kind of the long tail creation, but probably the blockbusters maybe not there. Um, Okay, this is another one about, this is something you've talked of a lot about. As AI video gets commoditized, what will be Pictory's long-term moat?
Yeah, so one of the things I'm predicting in the future, and one of the things we're building towards is what I call the closed loop video creation. So you create the video. One of the things we're working on is a video scoring algorithm. So we'll be able to score the video for you that tells you how good it is and how well it's likely to perform on different platforms and channels. Um, and then we can give you information on how to improve the video further. And that's the closed loop I'm talking about, is uh, that we learn from the videos that are published on different platforms. We extract the attributes that make a good video, and then we feed that in the new video creation process. And that's a mode that will be very specific to Pictory. Like that, even if we use generative videos, like what makes a good generative video for creating an ad for e-commerce, like cream that you're selling on Amazon, like that nobody knows unless you have the full data around how previous ads have performed and how what makes the good ad. So those are the areas that we're betting on in our future.
Yeah, I've seen an internal demo of this, and this is unbelievable. And just to let you know, we at Pictory and what Vikram's offering is really to be a partner in your space. Like even if you're not a subscriber to Pictory, we're going to actually allow people to use this tool so you can see how we can predict that your videos will do in the marketplace. So always, come to us no matter what. And that I cannot wait for that to launch. It is pretty amazing. So that data mode is really a good one. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at some of the more questions. Can you tell us what Pictory is doing around, you know, uh, dictionaries and storytelling in specifics? I think somebody was talking about there in medical field, and how do we use pronunciations and things like that around communication?
Yeah, so today you can change pronunciations at a script level, at a project level, and that's pretty easy. You can just change the pronunciation of any word that is not pronounced correctly, and um, with in one of our future roadmap items, we want to be able to capture all these pronunciation changes at your account level and have it available for all users within your team. And so that's coming in the future. But at a project level, you can already change pronunciations and so on. And I think that's the question. That's what this question is about.
Got it. Got it. Okay, we did have some questions around, that we'll be offering some discounts to Pictory as well as the free AI credits. Yes, just give us a few more minutes and we'll give you all that information. Let's see here. Yeah, Jimmy, any questions that you see that we should kind of cover here?
Yeah, really quick.
Um,
Hey, Jimmy, product marketing manager here at Pictory. Liz had a great question. What would you say to someone who's starting a business today? Which credo value drives your entrepreneurship today? You said that earlier, but I think that's just kind of another piece going back to just not specifically AI, but just like what is the credo value that drives your entrepreneurship today?
So it depends on the different stages of the journey. I think the first stage is curiosity. And when somebody's just getting started out, you're curious about what the market needs and what the customer is looking for and what can you develop. And so curiosity, which is the first C of the credo, is super important. And then I think the next one is going to be the expeditiousness, speed at which you can bring something to market. That's going to be really important as an entrepreneur. And then as soon as you launch something, you want to start collecting data about how something is performing. So the data becomes really important. Um, the respect part and the openness part becomes important when you have your first teammates that you start hiring. So that's kind of how I see the credo values evolve over time.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to jump to what we're going to be offering for people who attended because I want to make sure we get that covered, and we'll continue to have questions for Vikram. So keep adding them to the Q&A as you see fit. Also, just want to let you know, we did talk a lot about Pictory. That was not the full plan for this webinar. We really want to talk about the industry, but that's fine. I'm going to put Vikram on the spot. Vikram has been starting to post a lot on his LinkedIn about what it takes to lead a SaaS business, having AI video and how to use it and the future of it. So if you want to connect, make sure you connect with Vikram on LinkedIn. And I'm going to tease. Vikram is doing a lot of writing and thinking these days around white papers and stuff that we'll be offering to get more in depth, and maybe we'll put this into a book is something later in the future, not in too long in the future. So with that, I'm going to share real quick a slide here. Tell me, my team, if you can see this when this comes up. Can you see the slide?
Yeah, good to go.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. For those of you that are current subscribers, I'm going to open up right after I take this off. I'm going to open up a poll. Go ahead and put your email address that you use to log into Pictory. And again, I want to be clear, not the login that you use for email or Zoom or whatever. The one you use to log into Pictory. Maybe it's your Google or Gmail email, because that's how we're going to gift you 100 AI credits in your account. Okay, so make sure you get that one right. Otherwise, we did another webinar last week, and we're gonna do another one next week, and we had emails that we couldn't find. So make sure it's the right one that you use. Um, uh, and then the second thing, for new to Pictory, we are currently offering an annual pro plan that is 40% off the monthly plans, and we will double your AI credits. That's nearly $500 in AI credits, and for a dollar amount that's less than that. So we're literally giving you, from a value perspective, really, it's about $4,000 of value for less than $500, because you get unlimited access to Getty images and story blocks, and we have 79 languages, and then 11 labs access. So you have access all this through one tool. So it is a ton of value for the annual pro subscription. So that is great for people. And the way you get that one is just go online. It's during our launching of our Pictory 2.0 launch this month. So make sure you get it in very, very quickly. Take advantage of that today. So I'm going to stop sharing here. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm going to put up the poll to put let's see here, back, and confirm your email address. Go ahead and put your email address right here. If you are a subscriber, a current subscriber, use your Pictory email address, and we will make sure that we capture that and gift you the credits. Here we go. So Carl, hopefully you see that. You can put your email address in. Carl also gave us a great credit. If we put this into a book, be sure to include an audiobook option. So, and the synthesized voices are great for this purpose. So thank you for that advice, Carl. Keep going. We got 25 who've put in their name so far. I'm going to leave that up. Let's see if there's any other questions here as far as integrate. Oh, one more question about Pictory, and then I'm going to ask you a question about the industry. What type of integrations or should we start to expect, where like auto posting to social media, to pulling in content from libraries and Google, etc.? And then what are our partnerships we're looking at beyond the ones we have from our LLMs, etc.? So
Yeah, so one of the integrations that we're working on is ChatGPT has a set of we have a custom GPT already that you can find in the ChatGPT store, but there's ChatGPT apps now that you'll start seeing, and so we have our team working on a ChatGPT app that's coming soon. Um, we talked about the PowerPoint and the Chrome extensions that we already have. Uh, Additionally, there's a bunch of things that we're thinking about, and we'd love your feedback on that too. So, by the way, there is a on our website there is a roadmap link towards the bottom, and we would love feedback on different features that you'd like to see Pictory implement, including integrations in there. But things like Google Drive integration is something that we're considering. Things like Canva integration, or integration with with some kind of a social media posting tool, which we haven't completely narrowed down yet. But we do definitely want to provide a bunch of integrations for our customers, and we'd love to hear from you all. What would you like to see in the future?
Awesome. Okay. It's 11:45. This is great. We're right on time. I have one last question for you. Keep putting in your email addresses if you're a current subscriber so we can gift you your AI credits. Here's a last question. To wrap up, if you look ahead in a few years, what does the world of video creation look like? And I think you talked about this some, but more importantly, what should this audience start doing today to prepare for it?
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot of automation in this world of video. Because right now, as I mentioned before, there's a human in the loop almost in every video creation journey. And people have to verify the script, they have to verify the voiceover, they have to verify the scenes, everything has to be verified. And over time, things are going to get more and more automated, more and more faster. And uh, and so uh, so prepare for that automation, the fact that automation is going to come, the fact that you can turn any of your content into videos almost automatically is something I can expect even Pictory to offer in the next couple of years. Um, and uh, and so one preparation, I think good leveler is YouTube. So if you don't have a YouTube channel, make a YouTube channel, as any business should have a YouTube channel. YouTube videos are going to be found on LLMs. It's the second biggest source of referrals for LLMs right now beyond Reddit. And so make a YouTube channel, have a plan for YouTube, start using tools like Pictory to create videos and put content on YouTube. Repurpose your blogs, repurpose any existing content that you have, and start making YouTube videos. And over time, it's just gonna get faster and faster. That automation is gonna happen.
We eat our own dog food here. We've actually seen our citations in the LLMs go up because we're converting our blogs into YouTube videos. So please, if you're a business, do that. And you can use the Chrome plugin to do that, convert that blog into a video. So. Thank you so much, Vikram. This has been hopefully a eye-opening conversation for everybody, and for myself and for everyone on the call. We really appreciate it. Again, for everyone out there, make sure you connect with Vikram over LinkedIn to get more of his insights on the market. Make sure you take advantage of our free AI credits if you're an existing user, as well as our offer to this month around your professional annual plan, doubling your AI credits, and go create. We can't wait to see what you create. Thank
Excellent.
you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining.